Now, before I continue with the model, I have to explain what nakedness is in the Bible. In Genesis 2:25, the Bible reads, "And the man and his wife were both naked and were not ashamed." So this is of course about Adam and Eve, and this goes about the whole body, including the private parts. But nakedness also means private parts itself. So in Leviticus, we read, "You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father." And this continues what you cannot uncover, the nakedness of your father and your mother and your aunt and whatever. But in Leviticus 20, it goes into the private part itself, or you can at least extract that from the sentences. So it reads, "If a man lies with his father's wife, he has uncovered his father's nakedness." So if you have, if the Bible says lies with or laying with, it means having sexual intercourse with. So the nakedness of the father is that of the wife and vice versa. And this corresponds with Adam and his wife being one. And I've made a separate video about that, so take a look at that video. So if the Bible talks about nakedness, it means or the body, the whole body, or it means the private parts. Now I've made a little circle model here. So if you talk about nakedness, there are three things that go with that. So you have temperature, you have shame, and you have lust. And these three make sure that there is always an awareness of nakedness. So if you have temperature, for example, if the temperature is low, humans notice their body, so their nakedness, and they say it's cold. And then you have to wear clothing to take away the awareness of your body's nakedness. So you take away the cold. But you also have shame. So it might be that the temperature is just right, so you don't notice your body. But if someone is pulling down your underpants, you feel shame. And it's quite telling on beaches when women are barely naked except a string running through their butt slot and a tiny piece of cloth covering their lips. This is not seen by the women as being naked, as they are somehow miraculously covered. Right? So it means that as long as the private parts are covered, you might feel no shame. And then there is a third part, that is lust. So if the temperature is just right and you wear clothing in the train, but you see a nice woman, you might get an erection, so you notice your nakedness, your private part. So the yellow area is the area you cannot escape. So in all of these three areas there is an overlap, and this is really important, and this is part of the sinful world. We always notice our nakedness, so we always have to do we always have to work or take effort to cover up the nakedness.